Buongiorno and welcome back to Residenza Toscana. My name is Marisa Barilaro Sherrington and I'm presenting to you a film that you may or may have not watched once before. It has been tweaked for obvious reasons that will become more obvious to you actually as we go along. But it's a beautiful property that I presented to you last year in 2023 in VALIANO di Montepulciano, so in a stunning area of Tuscany. It's a beautiful property. Many of you loved it, but now the exciting thing is the vendors have decided, because they really want to sell the property this year, to reduce the price quite dramatically. Now I'm going to disclose the price at the end of the video. I'll talk to you about it and the reasons behind it, but in the meantime I have tweaked the video just a little. I've added some photography into it showing an aerial view, a map showing what the property is, and also some floor plans. So sit back and relax for the next 30 minutes. It's a really enjoyable property to watch through, and I'm sure many of you will be very excited to hear the changes in the costing of the property at the end. Enjoy, and I'll see you after. We've just arrived at the Centro Storico, the entryway now into the center of Valiano. So I'm going to take you for a little walk as we adventure up here ourselves. I'm taking a back entrance which is called l'entrata del servizio, which is the back way into the property. There's a front way when you walk in through the Centro Storico where I was before, but we decided where we parked the car we would take this back entrance out of curiosity, because I know there are historical buildings all the way along here. So as you can see, we have the bell tower. There is a very feudal looking turret here of some sort. The property sits predominantly at the very end of the village on the hill, because it would have been a really important building. And straight below us we have some of the, what they called Vini Nobili di Montepulciano, because we are in the frazione of Montepulciano and its noble wines. Valiano vineyards are still within the Vini Nobili of Montepulciano. So these vineyards here produce some very, very high quality Montepulciano wines. I'm sure I'll be finding out more about that from the owners. And as you can see, the vistas out this way are absolutely gorgeous. But we are now walking up Via della Rocca, which is incredibly sweet. And it has all these little tiny side streets of it. Obviously it's very quiet. We're out in the midday sun as always filming, but most people are intelligently sitting in their cool lounge rooms or cantinas or wherever they are, or maybe by a pool somewhere. Lucky them. Anyway, I thought I would just walk you up to this beautiful grand entrance of the building straight ahead, which is today's destination. So we are going to this beautiful, beautiful property here at the end of Via della Rocca. We come into this larger, wider part here of the entry. I'm just going to move over here to the shade. Beautiful, beautiful doorway. They will be the views out that way where we were filming at the vineyards. And what a grand, beautiful entry that is. And I just love the patina on the walls and all the pretty plants. Let me come up here closer to the front door for you. and just capture that beautiful entry door. Buongiorno, hello everyone, and welcome back to Residenza Toscana, where today I'm in the beautiful village of VALIANO. Now, VALIANO is in the frazione di Montepulciano, in the commune, if you like, or the province of Montepulciano, which many of you around the world would have heard of Montepulciano and its very famous wines. Beautiful township. So we are in that area, but we are overlooking the wonderful Val di Chianna, or the valley, Val di Chianna. So this home behind us, which I have filmed for you and I'm going to take you around, is a beautiful home. It was originally a convent in the 1700s. It is approximately over 300, whoops, the bells, 2, 3, I think it's 3 o'clock. There we go. You'll know what time it is when you live here. So, as I was saying, it's approximately 300 square meters of interior space. So a very large, spacious home. It is totally livable immediately. There are plenty of opportunities inside to change the spaces, to make it your own, to multitask with the rooms. This would make an incredible, almost like a mini albergo diffuso, or actually like an Airbnb where you could live in it and have even 2 separate apartments inside. You'll understand what I mean once I show you the floor plans and also speak you through the tour. So it's loads of potential here, that's for sure, for someone who loves a project. Otherwise, if you just wanted to come and live in a beautiful village in the ancient heart with incredible views, and you're only 20 kilometers from Cortona. Now, you all know how wonderful Cortona is under the Tuscan sun. You're equidistant, I beg your pardon, to Montepulciano, that wonderful wine area. You're also very, very close here to Lago di Trasimeno, so beautiful lakes, wonderful lakeside towns like Castiglione del Lago. There are so many lovely places. As Claudio, one of the owners, said to me, we're in the Bermuda Triangle of wonderful places. So, funny way to describe it, but I love it. So therefore, great strategic spot, really great location. You're in the heart of a little village, which has most little village things, but it is quite sleepy, I would say. So it's for someone who really wants that quiet village life. But there are other foreigners that have born into the village. I know next door is actually owned by some Australians. So there you go. So this house that I'm going to take you around, as I said, is incredible, has large interiors. Now, one of the most important things really about village life is often people want a garden. This home, because of its importance and its location, we are on the point, if you like, of the hillside, the very end, the strategic point. You're going to see magnificent gardens and terraced olive groves that belong to you, over 2,000 square meters, with views in 365 degrees. You have views from every window in this house, literally in a different direction, towards Cortona, towards the mountains, towards Montepulciano. You can see forever. It's fantastic. So views galore, loads of space, great space, you'll see. I'll explain that to you, but great space for a very, very big swimming pool, which I would be doing if I could buy this house and put that in. And as I said, loads of opportunities inside. So come and join me now for this beautiful home tour here in VALIANO. turn to the left from the front entry, you then go into this wonderful big official, what they call cantina. So we've been in lots of other storage rooms, but this is officially the cantina, which has the smaller grotta of it. But as you can see, it's a beautiful large room with very high ceilings, Tuscan ceilings that need probably just a little bit of work to make them more beautiful. The front half has been redone. Sorry, I just bumped the camera. But this could easily, it has its lockable door from the front entrance, so it could easily be something that could be made into another habitable space, perhaps with the addition of a small bathroom. And also the rooms that sit directly above this, which we will film after, have the possibility to create a staircase down into this, so you could actually have a separate 2-story apartment. So this house is full of possibilities, absolutely. This is the outside laundry, which is a gorgeous little building of its own. As you can see, it still has the lovely beams, a lovely large room, very light as well. I haven't turned a light on, but it has a light well here of its own above. So no need to turn a light on inside, and you have a double sink. They have their washing machine there and plenty of space to keep other things of importance, and you've got a beautiful fig tree straight outside. So I'm now next to the lavanderia, or the laundry, and I'm just coming into one of the very many spaces that they have for storage. As you can see, really large garden storage area here, very cool, and directly on the old stone floors. Look at those. So I'm just outside the kitchen, the first kitchen of the first apartment, and I'm going to take you in the back door, which is where we walked down earlier on to go to the laundry and the gardens down beyond where the lovely vineyards are. So this is coming back through the back door. There's just one little step onto the old original terracotta tiles in here, and this is a separate apartment in here. So just to remind you, we came up the front stairs of the main front door, up one level, and we walked through this door here. I'll take you back to remind you. This house is quite big and rambling. This has a lovely part timber, mostly glass door to allow the light all the way through. This gorgeous arch, which I think is really lovely in a kitchen, and then those lovely Tuscan ceilings. And then we have a really, really sweet fan, which I'm just loving on a hot day like today, right over the dining table. So this apartment has one bedroom on this floor, but you'll see the bedroom is really, really large. It's got these lovely glass and timber doors going out to the wonderful gardens. A compact kitchen, which is very, very usable and livable. The people live here, the aunt and uncle live here. This is a pellet stove, which heats all of this one level here. That is the heating on this level. So you have a really compact kitchen here, but very functional. Full oven there. Look, you've got 5 burners plus one electric hob at the back. You have a small under-counter fridge. You have your over oven extractor. Again, one might say, yes, this could be updated, and of course it could. But for anyone wanting to come straight in and live in here or rent this out with a little bit of TLC and a little bit more maybe aesthetics, you know, updated of aesthetics, no large works need to be done. This has a really large ripostiglio or storage room off the kitchen, which is like what we would call a pantry nowadays in English, which goes around the corner as well. But they keep extra foods and different things in there. If I spin around then off to the left from the kitchen, you have the one bathroom in the apartment. It has a Carrara marble step, slight step. Yes, it is probably a 60s maybe bathroom. So yes, could do with an update, of course, but you have the hot water system there above, a small bath. It's just one of those little sit-in baths with a shower above. You might want to update that. But again, the people live here, They use this as it is, bidet, toilet and window beyond. So I'll take you back. That Carrara marble step is like an inch, literally. And then there's another one here, more bifolds, taking us through now to a very wide corridor, which could actually, have an extra large fridge here. They have more storage, but of course this is quite a wide area with a lovely window with lovely breezes and a lovely view. So this room could easily be even another little sitting room if you wanted off the bedroom. Seeing you don't actually have much of a seating space in the kitchen, there's just one little baby divano there or a sofa, so you could have a nice little sofa here and make it a nice little snug, as we say. Beautiful views out again, and then into the bedroom, which is surprisingly large. Again, the Tuscan ceilings that have been whitewashed, by the way, in this one. So if you want to bring them back to terracotta, you would have to sandblast the paint off those. This has a single and I think what looks like a queen size bed in it. It has been painted Tuscan style, like my home, with the colour, the line, and then the other colour above. Has lovely big windows again with the internal shutters. The furnishings, which are quite large, so as you can see, you can fit tons of furnishings in here. This room actually has terrazzo tiles, which the other room, the seating room, also had, going out through, so that continues through. And it has a lovely glass Murano style chandelier. Once we've visited this first floor apartment, which is the smaller, I'm going to take you via this doorway and this corridor, and let's just look at that lovely view again outside. Here we're at the front entrance, above the front entrance of the house. There we go. I will show you that other room after. And here we have that lovely staircase, again, the original travertine stairs, which are just beautiful. And we're going to go up this staircase to now visit what they call la casa padronale, in other words, the main part of the home. So we're coming up the staircase here. We arrive at a little junction, if you like. Now I'm going to take you straight ahead, first of all, which, as you can see, terracotta tiles here, a very light room. All of the shutters are not open today because it's so hot and there's actually so much light. But first of all, if I just pull around here for you, you have this beautiful timber door going out onto a little veranda. It has a large shutter door here as well. You can see the lovely green shutters, beautiful big palm tree, looking out to that wonderful aqua tower there and into the garden. So you can go up to the garden that way. Now this, of course, as you can see, is tiled. So this is actually what would be the principal kitchen, which, as you can see, has not been used as a kitchen over the years because the family lived downstairs. There was just two of them and they lived in the smaller apartment. So the kitchen was taken away from here. As you may know, in a lot of Italian homes, kitchens leave if someone moves out. So this is a lovely big kitchen that needs to be finished off with your own cabinets, etc. But space galore. And that window is going to look straight out to the beautiful gardens. I might actually just open that one for you if I can. There we go. Let's see if I can open this. Oh, it's a sticky one. No, I'm not strong enough with one arm. I'm so sorry. But I can show you the view from the veranda. Now this veranda, when it's all open on a lovely cool day, has the most wonderful views, and also it would be a great sunroom in winter. Lovely original fireplace in the corner there, which is usable. And then through another lovely arched timber door, and look at this. Can you just imagine having this as a sunroom in winter, out over your own beautiful gardens, the tower, the incredible Val di Chianna, those incredible vineyards, that I showed you earlier, and the amazing rolling Tuscan hills. Now, Cortona is just literally on the hillside over there today with this steamy, hot, humid day. There's a lot of sort of fog in the air with the heat haze, and Cortona is just a light group of buildings on the side of the hill. So on a clear day, you have a beautiful big view of Cortona. As you can see, they've got plants and different things in here, but a very usable space. And I can imagine it would be so warm there in winter, because boy, was it hot just then without the things open. So I'll take you back out now, just to show you some of the ceiling features in here, the lovely Tuscan terracotta ceilings. This is a new roof on this house, so consequently a lot of the beams are a lot newer, not the ancient ones, but knowing that you have a very well restructured ceiling and roof is a big deal. That's a big cost when you need to do that. Oh, there's a beautiful breeze coming through that window. I'm now taking you off now to the room here that was on the left as we came up the stairs, which, as you can see, has been used as an office / dining, but this would be, I think, the principal living room of your kitchen. A lovely large square room, really lovely proportions, timber parquetry floors throughout that are in very good condition. This window goes back out once again to the tower, which I'll just walk over to show you. Oh, by the way, you have methane gas central heating throughout, but they work on an individual basis, so you turn on each room as you need it. There's your lovely view out there again past that palm tree, and there's your tower in the garden. Interior shutters, timber shutters that are in very good condition. So a lovely room. Now this room, off this room, and these are lovely interior doorways, by the way, lovely dark timber wide doorways. We have the first of the bedrooms on this level. Again, a lovely big queen size room with a very large wardrobe, solid timber wardrobe there. Bookshelf that connects through to the other side. The shutters are closed once again here for the heat today, but that is looking out the front of the house. I did show you a view out there. Then let's go back out and inspect the other side. Right, I'm just leaving the lounge room and walking to the right of that staircase, and straight ahead of me I have the bathroom, which is on this level. Now this bathroom, some may say, would need updating, and of course it depends on what your tastes are and what your needs are. But is it a perfectly clean and functioning bathroom? It obviously has been updated at some stage because it has a good size double door glass shower. It has toilet and bidet, and it has a good size single vanity with large mirror and cabinet, and it has lovely double windows. One of the shutters is closed here today, but again, vineyard views and hill views from your bathroom. How beautiful. As we leave the bathroom, the last room on this level is the principal bedroom, which is a very, very large bedroom. Again, continuation of those parquetry floors, again in good condition. Probably could do with a new polish in some rooms or throughout, but are in perfect condition otherwise. This room has a TV antenna, beautiful double windows, so you're getting that lovely flow through of breeze on a hot day like today. Splendid views from this bedroom. My goodness, fancy waking up and looking at that each morning. Someone's working down in those vineyards, I can hear them. Now this is where we were before, down in the storage rooms, the little laundry room, the outdoor sheds, the olive grove that runs around in terraces around the house, which I will show you. That is where you drive in from the back entrance with your car that I showed you earlier. and looking out to those wonderful vineyards beyond. If we come back in, as you can see, you could fit the largest of largest beds in this room without an issue. King, super king, whatever you want. Very, very large wardrobes here as well. I haven't discussed furnishings with this homeowner yet, so I'm not sure what is staying and what is going. That is something that I will later on be able to help people with if they're interested. And then we go into a little bifold door area here. This is closed off at the moment, but there are shutters there, and that was where I went through this door up to the attic space beyond. And just from that bedroom window, just to show you again where we are, at the front, the beautiful front of the home, opposite that house, and looking to our left again out to those lovely views of the fields, the vineyards, and that is the roof of the garage next door, and the gate here is the one next to it, and then that is the walkway back down to the right, back into the centro storico. I'm just on my way back downstairs again to that first floor, if you like, so one level up from the ground floor, and I'm just going to show you, I said I was going to go back in and visit the room off to this side of the corridor. So let's just go in here. Now the lights are on in here because the shutters are closed. This is one single bedroom, just one single bedroom. But as I said when I was downstairs in the cantina, this room and a room behind actually connects to underneath. So this is where you could come up through if you wanted to. Otherwise, this room at the moment is used as a spare room, an ironing room, etc. But it's a really good sized bedroom if you wanted to keep it as that. And this is on the same level as where we were before with the kitchen. Just walked out the kitchen, back out into the terrace area. So straight away to the left of the kitchen as you come out, you have this lovely seating area here, which is a lovely little pocket. It does have shade a lot of the time, now the sun's come over, but this beautiful big date palm shades it quite a lot, and you could easily put a lovely umbrella. It would be a lovely warm spot in winter, I would imagine, as well, or autumn. And then we have the stairs coming up here to this amazing garden and this incredible 1945 water tower. Now this was built around the time of the end of the war, so it is architecture of that time, and yet it looks much older. Now you may ask me why there's a fence around it. It's because this is the only thing that doesn't belong to you but is within the perimeter of the property, and that's because it's owned, it runs off an aqueduct which comes up through here, and it's the highest point because we're on the highest point of the village at the end. Sorry about the wind. So once a year, maybe, if you're lucky, someone might have permission to come through here and just check on it. They can actually access it from underground and come up through, or they might walk through and access through here. But apart from that, it's quite awesome because you've got this beautiful piece of history, in fact, which is really quite beautiful, in the centre of your garden. The rest of the gardens, I would call them fairly low maintenance, as far as they have some of these incredibly large, which we've cut the big end bits off, cacti. Here we are up on the walls that are being, some repairs are being done on the outside by the comune at the moment of the walls. There's the bell tower and out to the view. Now I'm just going to walk around the perimeter of the tower. Now there are over 2,000 square metres of gardens, which is outstanding. To get that anywhere in Tuscany, but in a village, that's pretty awesome, and that goes to show what an important building this was. The family have told me, as I may mentioned, that it was a convent back in the 1700s. More cacti, more amazing olive trees, and these wonderful, wonderful vistas. Now, they are all, I'm sorry about the weather today and the shame about the the mist as well, because these views would be spectacular under a bright blue sky that we normally have. And I'm sorry about the wind, so I really hope you can hear me okay. These terraces have 30 producing olive trees on them, so you can make your own olive oil. But the land that belongs to the house goes down beyond these terraces and the trees beyond, all the way down to the street beyond. As I said, over 2,000 square meters of gardens. And in fact, there is plenty of room here with permission to put in a magnificent swimming pool. Can you imagine, for example, in this area here, under the shade of the tower, with some of the lovely vines here and your olive trees and views beyond, having a lovely pool area with terraces around it? I mean, how spectacular would that be? You've got quite a great choice of areas actually. There's also this other lower terrace, which is really quite long here as well, and flat, little slope, and then this long part here. So there are a couple of spots that would make amazing pool areas. Wonderful pergola pool. That is the back view of the house now. That side that I took you to with that wraparound sunroom or covered veranda off the kitchen upstairs, which is the closed green room there. Downstairs is where I've just taken you through the other apartment kitchen. The upstairs veranda that you walk across from the upstairs kitchen, across that veranda and down. You're down from there, we walk down underneath to where the laundry was, the garages, etc. And then we have these amazing wraparound views to Cortona, to Montepulciano, to Monte Amiato that we can't see today, which is the tallest mountain in Tuscany. Look at those wonderful vineyards. Now straight ahead with the glare, I'm sorry, but I will just point you in the right direction. Directly in front of us, on top of a hill in front of us, is Montepulciano, which I can just see the line of the buildings. Then a little bit further across we have Monte Cetona in the distance, and way behind in the mist today, which we can't see now, is Monte Amiato. But as you can see, you have the whole Val di Chianna underneath you. Val di Chianna, sorry, I think I mispronounced that just then. I'll just walk you now back towards the house. I'll just take you actually down the little dip and go through the lower part. So you have all these flat gardens here, and then once you walk down the stairs, another flat area down below to the olives. So if you remember at the beginning, I brought you in through this lovely back strada di servizio, or the back entrance, which brings us then to the gate where I was before. And now you can see a car is there because they've driven into their driveway. So you can come here, leave your car here, drive straight into your garage if you wish. It is a garage like a lot of garages in Italy that fit smaller cars. It used to fit their grandfather's Cinquecento. So it's a lovely garage, but only made for a tiny little car these days. But you could also put a carport up here if you wanted to, and have your car in shade. And I'm just taking you back out just to show you this cute little thing next to it as well, which is the old pollaio, which is the chicken coop. So if you'd like to keep chickens, there is already a well-built chicken coop. Now let's go. So that's the back of the house. That's where I was before. Laundry, storage room. Back in here, lovely old stone pavers on the floor. Aren't they gorgeous? Love the old doors. And then we just go up a few stairs. But this is all communicating with the inside of the house. So you have access straight into the house. Oh, beautiful breezes blowing up through there. It's catching onto my skirt. Love it. Another garage door here, again, where you used to be able to come in straight off the street out the front. But I think the cars are too wide now to get up that little laneway. So that has now been basically cut off. So there you have it. What did you think? Tell me in the comments what you think about this beautiful property. I have always loved this property from the first time I visited it. Now, I see this property as an absolutely awesome opportunity, either from an investment point of view. It already has those two separate apartments, if you like, that can be brought up to a beautiful standard, or you can even make it a third apartment utilizing the left-hand side of the ground floor cantina space when you look at those floor plans, and actually converting that with the bedroom that's above and making another one-bedroom apartment. So the possibilities really are pretty endless, and it's a wonderful area for holiday rentals because of its proximity to Cortona, to Montepulciano township, to Lago di Trasimeno, and to all the beautiful little villages and vineyards and all the wonderful things you find in that part of Tuscany. So coming to price, this property was originally on at just below 600,000 euros. To those of you that remember seeing the property first time around, they have decided to actually reduce this property by 100,000 euros. That is huge. Now, many of you that were perhaps looking at it but thinking, oh, this is in the next step up to my budget, now it may very well fall into your budget. And honestly, at just under 500,000 euros and still with a little bit of negotiation there, space to negotiate, this property now presents as an awesome investment opportunity, or an incredible family home, a massive family home for extended family. You can just imagine the wonderful holidays you would spend there. So if you have any more questions or would like to know more about this beautiful property or other properties in Tuscany, please don't hesitate to leave a comment here or to email me on that address. I look forward to seeing you next time in Tales from Tuscany or Residenza Toscana. All my very best wishes. Bye-bye.